Alright, this is Inked from Starbreeze
A
Studio.
nameless hero appears.
You're an artist. Or maybe you're a character in a painting. I can't quite figure it out. I think you're the character. But you've got an artist who's constantly messing with the world and is apparently angry at you despite having created you. I'm not quite sure what the dynamic is. I feel like so far I've only played through a few levels of this already, and the relationship between the
After a
character
while, our hero remembered he had somewhere to be.
and the artist is kind of ambiguous. So you move around with WASD. They're very kind to align everything at cardinal and semi-cardinal directions, so it's easy to move around with just the keyboard. So, am I just going to stare at that? Okay, here we go. So, yeah, I can tell, oh, I'm some kind of crazy samurai, and we're gonna attack a village, maybe? And, oh, there's going to be all this death and destruction and swords and blood, and he's like, oh, man, that's a crappy plan. I don't like this future. No, I don't want to, like, neck people, like, remove their necks. That's terrible. I guess neck as a verb is often a positive thing. But, okay, well, he's like, screw that crap. Let's see, I seem to have a sword in all of these horrible futures, so... Goodbye. The sword...
You dare betray me? I am your creator.
The sword floats, which is kind of odd. So, yeah, so for some reason, so I've got the perspective. So I feel like this is like, I don't know if you'd call this a second-person game, where I have the perspective.
You were afraid of our hero.
I have the perspective of the antagonist. Like, I play the entire game from the perspective of my enemy instead of my own. You don't see a lot of second-person games out there, so that's kind of how I want to describe this. This is one of those rare second-person camera views. Hey, you got square-sleeved kimono
Our
on like
hero
me.
was offered refuge under a tree, but decided he would rather sulk in the rain.
Hey. Okay, my head looks super weird. Some kind of hedron. Go get her! She's got your hat, buddy! It's an interesting decision here, by the way, to just sort of render me through the trees. Unless I'm not completely behind them, then I just get occluded. Whenever you got to deal with something like this, there's like a million different ways you could solve it. It's interesting seeing what solutions people chose. Because you could have made like a shadow superimposed, or there's a lot of different, possibly more expensive ways to do it. You notice that his shadow doesn't come with him when he's projected through the tree. The shadow still stays on the ground, which is occluded by the tree. But he shines through. But not in a different color, not darkened, not translucent. But it still feels alright for this game. Uh-oh, we're under the love tree. You know what that means. We're abruptly in love with each other. Oh, okay, well, anyway.
Hey, Adam. It's Claire, but you already know that, which is probably why you're not answering. Anyway, I'm just checking in on you, because that's what friends do. We are still friends, Adam, right? I never wanted to get between you and Eve. I hope you'll pull yourself together in the end. Then maybe we could grab a coffee. Anyway, just a thought. Bye.
Adam and Eve. So we've got two characters named
Our
Adam.
hero and his love rested by the lake.
So we got a couple of characters named Adam and Eve, which feels like this, like there's some kind of biblical metaphor going on, except there's a character named Claire. So, hey, don't chase birds. No, don't do that. Where are you going? Come back with that bird. Hey.
Our hero's love adored birds, and this one was clearly in distress. Our hero had no choice but to pick up his love's pen and follow.
In this game, the pen is literally mightier than the sword. Okay, so... Hello, love. Oh, look at all these worlds. There's like a whole blue world and like a green world and a red world. So many worlds. Hey, where are you going? This place is kind of dangerous. Hey, honey, come back.
Our hero thought he found true love.
How's that gonna work out for him? So just so that you can see her.
Dad,
Yeah, buddy? Oh man, bunch of dead birds.
I know he's dead.
Not sure what you're talking about, Milo.
He's dead.
Selfless, our hero is.
Oh,
Always helping those in need.
you just
He
needed to
fed
turn
the
on.
birds, and now they are bound by loyalty to the very end.
Seems not really all that selfless. No, buddy, I really don't want you to be listening to Dan TDM in here. I'm kind of trying to stream right now, buddy. Now, if you don't mind me muting Dan. There we go. You can watch him if you want. Just, yeah.
No, I don't want to laugh.
Sorry, buddy, you have to go somewhere else if you want to watch Dan TDM. So wait, what am I doing now? You distracted me, kid. Oh,
Our
okay.
hero and his love started going back to the lake, hoping to still catch some sun.
Wait, what's going on? Like, hey lady, you got more food? Got some more food for me? Uh-oh. Ah. This artist is a jerk.
Oh no, I don't want to
Okay.
eat. Is it after?
So this is pretty interesting, actually. So, whoa. So you see my feet here. You kind of expect to be able to walk just anywhere the paper is, right? Because you're a 3D character. But actually, that's as close as I can get to the edge. I'm sorry, buddy. You gotta go somewhere else if you want to watch a show. Sorry, your dad's busy in here. Anyway, let's head up through this doorway. No, I can't. I'm making... Sorry, dude.
Our hero began the quest to save his loved one, Aiko.
Oh, another pink tree. Well, this is probably where she
reminded
is.
our hero of her.
Yeah.
He knew that from that moment on, he could always count on them as a safe place.
Oh, you figured out how to unmute it?
I think I threw my other one through here.
Okay, you're pretty clever, buddy.
Yes, it is. Okay, got it. Uh-oh, he's gonna find me in the bathroom.
Dude.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to use your shower.
Okay, well, maybe if I put my mic over here, it'll pick me up and not Dan. Because I think having me sit here and fight with my 3-year-old over his video, probably not the best plan. No, I'm not going to mute it. I'll just turn it down so other people can't hear it, okay? All right, anyway. One thing is, it's really interesting, like, how they've rendered this world. Because, like, you've got this pink shadow, and that pink shadow will play across my hero. Like, I could have seen, like, a cheap solution to this being just making him translucent so you could see the pink through him. But that's not what they did. They actually are projecting a shadow onto him that's pink. And then they're combining his blue shadow with the pink shadow on the ground. Like, this is kind of a complex series of things that's going on. That just, it looks so simple and effortless. So if you don't pay attention to it, it just kind of looks natural. Okay, so this is an odd point here. This little symbol, this means spacebar. So it's telling me I can jump to get over this this lip. But people don't have this symbol on their space bars. So this is actually really strange. Like, I remember one issue we had with State of Decay 2 was anytime we used the term spacebar, space is a 5-letter word in English, but there's a lot of languages in which the term for the spacebar is much longer and would not fit in some of the places we were sticking the English word space. And one of the solutions that was suggested was just using this symbol. But I think we ended up trying to avoid it because the symbol is just so unfamiliar. It's like, yeah, technically you can imagine, like, oh, that means space, right, when you think about it. But you don't instantly see that and go, oh, let's hit the space bar. Not the way that, like, any of the letter keys, or the enter symbol, or, or any of the console controller symbols. Like, those are, like, instant. You see it and you know exactly where to put your fingers. But that symbol does not do that with the space bar. At least not for me. I know somebody else might disagree. If you actually do instantly think of the space bar when you see that symbol, leave a comment and let me know. Alright, so now we actually start getting introduced to the unique game mechanics of this game. Unfortunately, the game pauses and goes silent whenever I move my face around. Oh wait, we don't want my face here. We want me up here so you can see this little dot of ink down here in the HUD.
Our hero ventured into the sea of simple geometry.
Alright, so we've got a cube, which I can now activate by hitting is it the Q button that brings up this menu? Yes. Okay, so if I hold the Q button, I can make myself a cube, which gets drawn into the world, and then that activates the switch. And then I can right-click it whenever I'm ready to get rid of it, and that retracts the bridge. Sure. Okay, what is this hair situation right here? That I do not even understand what's going on. There, let's just put that like that. I think that's attractive. Cute. So let's make another box. And then I'll stand here. And then I can just barely make it. And now I can do the same thing again. Do I need to? Okay, so we need to extend this bridge with these. Oh, no. Well, that won't let us through. Okay, well, let's. There we go. Yeah, you start seeing how important it is that they made it possible for the character to be transparent, or like to be seen through objects, like they're transparent, because they've got this whole isometric world, and assembling puzzles like this would be pretty tough if you couldn't see the character behind obstacles. All right, so now that I'm on this side, I can kill that, and then build it again over there. My guy doesn't need to have line of sight to the things that I draw. So it's kind of strange, right? Because, like, his powers only operate from his enemy's perspective. So I can't tell to what degree our hero, this little samurai guy, is actually, like, operating on his own, or if this is just the story that the angry artist is telling. And maybe he's making himself the villain because he hates himself? I don't know. Alright. Well, let's... So I can't just create one midair. It has to be sitting on something. And then... There we go. So one distinction they're making between the cubes and the balls is that the cubes can't fit in these holes, and these holes are permanent solutions. Like like the ball went in there, was consumed, and I got the ability back to make another ball if I wanted to. And the result has already happened. Okay, so what do we need to do here? So on the previous challenge, I needed to push the ball into the hole. Now I need to use a ramp to get the ball to go in the hole, because I can't just set it right on the hole. There are a fair number of challenges that work that way, where I have to rely on, you know, on something in the environment to get the ball into the hole, which again is another thing that doesn't happen with the cubes, which does make me feel like, you know, if we were to get rid of one of the options here, it should probably be the cube. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything.
Will our hero ever see his love again?
Daddy or loops.
At least there isn't anything in the early levels.
Daddy or
What?
loops.
You want what? Loops?
Yeah.
Loops? Oh, we're all out of loops. There's no more loops. Sorry, buddy.
I want us to shooter.
Well, go ask your mom. Your mom's upstairs. Go ask your mom for some toast.
I can't.
I think you can.
I can't.
Anyway, early in the game, what the? So now and then the artist does that. I'm like, is he high? What's going on? Anyway, early on I thought that there was no reason to have the cube, because the sphere early on can do everything the cube can do. Plus, it can do more things. So I was like, I'll just always use the sphere. But later on, when you actually start building more complex things, the cube becomes important. Okay, so that guy really ought to pull that chain. Maybe this will help. Hey, birdie. I collected 1 of 20 birdies.
Our hero frees the imprisoned birds because he knows that kindness will pay off in the end.
Again, not really selfless. He's not doing it because he has compassion for the birds or feels sympathy for the birds. He's doing it because he thinks it'll pay him off later. So now I've got the bridge. Let's go see how to use the bridge. So I have a tendency in this game to just walk right off these bridges. I don't know why, so I'll have to be very careful not to do that here. So the first time I played this level, I actually thought I was close enough here to just jump onto that destination platform, because I thought, oh yeah, I'm about the same level and I'm just really close. No, I'm actually significantly higher And I think that's why they did this slope down here, so you can see this ground level and assume that this ground level was the same, and then you can realize that you're actually higher up and very far away from this ground. But I didn't get that the first time, so it is hard to understand. But I mean, you only have to make one mistake, and you figure it out that you actually need to take the long way around here. And they're really trying to ram in hard the idea that sometimes you need to unmake and remake your shapes a bunch of times.
Our hero sails the sea of simple geometry, looking for his love.
Okay, so now we've got the ramp. Bridge was fairly straightforward, so let's stick the ramp on here. You know, one fear I had when I was first playing the game was that the game would be too dependent on introducing new shapes. But that actually does... Here. Oh, I need to go the other direction. That's... I was sitting here pushing against it the wrong way. Because early on, they introduced a new mechanics, or not really new mechanics, but new shapes so rapidly, I was worried that that was just going to be what the game was about. Just, oh, here's this new thing, here's that new thing. But they actually do start doing a lot of combining them and everything later on. Pretty peaceful, serene sort of game, huh? Alright, buddy. I'll help you out. Here, have a ramp. Yay, nice work.
Hey,
It definitely proceeds at a, get up there, at a languid pace. So you gotta be in the right mood for this, right? Like if you're really sleepy, this isn't the game to play, unless you want help going to sleep. But...
Our hero remembered that Aiko loves birds, and how he would do right by her if he saved this one too.
Right, so the first time I did this, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. So what I ended up doing was trying to drop a ball on here. I'm like, okay, this works. Doop, 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 and then, well, crap. I came over here and I was like, what does this do? And it makes a ball, and okay. So it took me some effort, but then eventually I realized, oh, of course, this is the section of the game where I learn how to use the ramp. And the reason why there's a bunch of extra ramps here is because I need time to delete that ramp and then make a new one right there. Then we can get it in the hole. But before we go, let's release a bird.
Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator.
You want Goat Simulator, buddy?
Yeah, Goat Simulator.
Well, let's see. How easy is it for me to set up Goat Simulator for you? Looks like it's as easy as that. So let's head up this way. I think the first time I did this was one of the times when I just walked off a bridge for no reason. Let's try not to do it this time. Okay, good. There you go, buddy. 2 out of 20 pen birds have been released. Okay, so we've got this right here. That seems pretty straightforward. See, I think any shape will satisfy that.
Our hero can only make simple things, but I, his creator, have power over all.
Okay, fine, jerk. He's like trying to make the point that I'm powerless. Well, why doesn't he just erase me then if he's so powerful? Oh no!
Dad, I need help with
You need me to start up Goat Simulator for you? Okay, here we go. Let's do that. There you go. Local hero. Galena-born comic book artist becomes comic book artist of the year. It's always interesting to see to speak the native language of a game. Like this game, I think was made in English, even though I don't think Starbreeze is actually an American or English company. And so, but it's made. You know, the main character I think is American, and so you're looking over here and you see, oh, I can read all this, but it also has a read button. I push E, and it just prints the text of the exact same thing I can see here. And at first you're like, well, why does it do that? That seems redundant. But if I spoke another language, if I was playing this game in French, I would probably want to see a French translation of this English article. So to me, this looks redundant, but it's actually not. Very good reason for it.
Holds many memories. They are not for our hero to see.
So now I can make 2 shapes at once. So not only can I drop a ball into that one, but I can also drop a ball into that one because I can make 2 shapes at once now. Dude, Milo, you're a little bit loud. Can you be quiet? Oh no, Mr. Turtles, I guess? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Our hero uses a pen, because only villains wave swords.
Those moments are so surreal in this game.
No, fun. No, no, fun. Get out! Wait, no, we're not out. Okay. I think prisoner. Is it a roller coaster? I want to go with that. Whoa! But no!
Alright.
But no!
Hey there, Baldylocks.
Decided to refuse the help of the evil and suspicious robed figure.
Evil and suspicious robed figure. Did I refuse? I don't know. Seems fine to me. It's been helpful so far.
But no! Come on! Get the roller coaster! Whoa. Okay, we
I didn't actually have to use both of my ink spots in order to do that.
They're going middle.
I mean, I could have just deleted one bridge on my way over and made the other. But I think they deliberately did that to make me think I needed to use all my ink blots. So that as I moved over here... Oh crap. I would realize I need to get rid of one.
Whoa, Dee! Uh-oh. No!
I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have needed to do that in advance. It's really they bit off a very complicated. Hey, buddy, you gotta be quieter. They bit off a pretty complicated problem. Can I get through here? Letting me add. There we go. Letting me add things to the level while things are moving around. I mean I'm betting they had tons of bugs dealing with me creating things in weird places that they weren't anticipating, and having animated things collide with my creations. That seems straightforward. Oh crap! So the part about this that is tough is my character is constantly sliding backwards. So I feel like I have to be holding one of the directional buttons all the time. So if I want to,
let's go.
I can create additional obstacles.
Okay, Dad. Let's go to...
Ah,
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
alright. So,
Let's,
to go any further,
let's go to... Now, what the stop? Go,
I'll
save
need another
me.
ramp.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
And then I'll be happy that I can
Okay,
make
this.
multiple ramps. So I can stay behind one
Right here. No,
while
man.
creating another. Alright.
Oh, someone's on my
Ah.
head. Guys,
Alright.
someone. No.
No, not you. You.
Slap him. I got this.
Alright, please don't squish me. I've been squished before, and it means going back to the beginning of this. So,
Whoa.
actually, I guess I can... Oh, I guess I can get right here. This is not going to be useful.
I think I'm
Yeah, that didn't help at all. Ah! Ah! Oh, crap! Oh, whew.
Yeah.
Thought that one was going to hit me.
Yeah. Hello, man.
Oh, thank you for rescuing me, sweet creator. Yeah, Goldilocks. So the most frequent time that I stream is the middle of the day on weekdays.
Oh, no.
Um,
This guy's
but
here.
those aren't my best streams because I can't get myself on camera. I have to speak very quietly because I'm usually doing it from my desk at
I
work.
think I'm
So I can do better streams on the weekends, but yeah, it's really touch and go when I can do it. I just kind of grab whatever opportunities I can, you know, whenever my family doesn't need me. But as you can see, like, you can probably hear my son just blathering in the background. You know, it's not like I can take the time to, like, grab him and find him a distracting activity in another room, because that would, you know, stop the stream abruptly. So,
No, this is
every place I stream has got its own special individual challenges.
You stop it!
Okay, so that guy pulls the green switch, which opens my green barrier. Goldilocks says that, yeah, that he's got a kid too, so he totally understands.
Ooh, a boss. Your leg boss. Look! Open it. Look. Ooh, a boss.
Alright, so he
Ooh, a
got through.
boss. Whoa, a boss.
Yeah, Goldilocks, I think one of the reasons why I do a stream is specifically to motivate me to play a bunch of different weird games. You know, it'd be way too easy to just sort of let whatever popular AAA games came out in a given month be my focus, but I kind of don't want to. I feel like, you know, everybody already knows what those games are doing, right? Like, I feel like I'm going to get a lot more, like, if I'm looking for inspiration for you know, new ideas that might apply to, you know, my work at Undead Labs, you know, I got to be playing the weirdest, most off-the-wall games I can. So one of the reasons I do the stream is to give myself a motivation to just play a ton of different games. Because, you know, the stuff that you guys are going to be interested in is also the stuff that I should be playing anyway.
Having finally landed on the coast of complex geometry,
Complex.
our hero continues his adventure.
Oh, wow, look. It's a tree that is not some kind of square. Oh, Baldilock says he's having a good time with the, having a blast, specifically, with the Independence Pack in State of Decay 2. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I didn't work directly on the content there. Most of that belonged to Brian and Gronk and Brant and a bunch of other folks.
Go away, guys. Go away.
But I will pass along your sentiments to the team. Because, yeah, a lot of people put a lot of hard work into getting that thing right. Okay, so I got to... What do I got to do? Okay, maybe I use a ramp to get up onto this. but then pile up other stuff to raise me up. I really appreciate that they try to make each of these shapes do as many different things as possible. Like, I could have just assumed I needed that to be a stack of blocks. I appreciate the fact that they let the sphere do all the same things that the blocks can do. The first time I played this, I jumped onto these trees thinking it was a platform, and it was totally not. You just fall straight through and you have to back up and start over. So, I'm not going to do that this time around. Baldylocks amended his thank you to apply to all of Undead Labs, which I think that's appropriate. Thank you. Okay, so now we get into the weird stuff where I'm just imagining that there's a lot of complexity involved in setting up the mechanics that allowed me to do this. To just build and stack things however I want. Oh, right. So you can only set the ramp down so that the heavy... You're always placing the heavy side of the ramp, not the narrow side of the ramp. Which makes sense, because then they don't have to deal with questions of, things looking overbalanced.
Go away! Ah! Ah! It's already
Okay.
bit me!
Oh no, something bit you?
It's a butty.
Oh, sorry to hear that, buddy.
Buddy, why you sick? Wee.
Alright, again, I'm not going to try to jump on the trees. That was a mistake. So my first time through... Oh my gosh, I'm going to throw up. Okay, so the... the first time I came here, I tried to actually stack things up to climb this wall, but it turned out to be impossible.
Daddy.
I can't make a tower that tall.
Daddy.
And I think they put some effort into making sure this was tall enough to, like, not give me any hope that I could pull it off. So instead, we got this.
Yeah, top on that slide.
What are you going to do,
Go,
Bus?
go, go, go! Go, guys!
Oh, it's starting.
Go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, go,
Ah.
go! Fly!
That took me some trial and error the first time I did it. I'm glad it worked out the first time here. It made me feel very skilled and clever. Baldylocks warns me to keep the plague zombies away from my kid. Yeah, so my kid actually...
Our hero wonders not why there are buses chasing him, since villains are villains regardless of form.
This artist sounds angry all the time. Anyway, I was going to say my son actually does like playing State of Decay 2. He... oh, wait, what? Well, this is convenient. Okay. He's not technically allowed to play State of Decay 2, but if I've been playing it and it's the last thing that is, it's like the most recently played game listed on the Xbox, he will totally go there and start playing it and get my characters killed. He's already gotten one character killed and wrecked an ambulance on a pile of rocks for me, so nice going, buddy. So, Genesis 3, 1 through 5. Now I'm curious what Genesis 3, 1 through 5 is. Genesis 3, 1 through 5. King James Version. Oh, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, You shall not eat of the tree of you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So, I don't know exactly what the meaning of that verse is intended to be, but it's a verse about mortals feeling like they're powerful enough to overcome their need to obey their creator. So maybe that's what they're talking about here. says heroes do not stray from their paths. Fine, you're saying I need to go this way? I'll go this way. See, I am an obedient creation. I don't... All of this anger directed towards me.
His creator and puts faith in him.
That's creepy. Okay, so there's something going on here. What happens if I... Alright. And we're seeing ladders for the first time. Oh, I get it. Okay. Again, I keep assuming that I can walk
Go.
on the tops of the trees, but I can't. So I was thinking of that as being a platform over here. But it is not a platform. Oh! Right. Now that I'm on here, it's unstable. Okay. Whew. Just barely. I wonder, like, once I've heard... Why did all three of them disappear? I just clicked near the bridge. I wonder if it's got rules for saying, oh, now that you've gotten to this point, all of these previous shapes are just going to go away the next time you right-click.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got some kind of thing going on here. So I assume that if I... Yeah.
Look at me, Daddy! Look at me!
What are you doing?
Look at me!
What are you doing? Oh, you're just shooting stuff with your ball launcher? That's great.
I made it goats.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I probably... Well, that's just not going to work. Okay, so maybe what we need to do is place that instead. And just circumvent the entire affair. Ah, there. That's way better. Uh-oh. So, whoever's telling me not to trust the artist or trust the creator or something sounds evil. So, I don't know. I don't know who I believe. Alright, so... I can put that there. You're making some crazy noises over there, buddy. But that happens. But I think if I just hit that now, and now we can see there's a clear reason for the ramps on this bridge. It's not just to make it easier for me to cross, but a lot of the other uses that the bridge gets put to in puzzles are effective by those ramps. I will be loved immensely.
So, Eve, what do you do? For a living, that is.
I'm an ornithologist.
So, you look at birds.
She loves birds.
Yes, there's more to it. What's your
It's like this whole story.
But I'm going to go out with some ornithologist again.
Wow, you're super charming, dude. Again, you can hit the E button to see a translation into English from English.
No, guys.
Okay, I keep thinking I can jump onto this forest, but I cannot. I gotta remind myself. The sun is beatboxing behind me. Okay, so let's see here. This will produce a ball that does what? Lands there. Okay. So I can put that there, but I don't think that's going to give me what I want. Oh, what if... let's make that go away. Let's see what happens when we do this. That worked. And I'm betting there's probably a few other things that could have worked too.
Our hero thought to himself,
Definitely luck is on my side. I mean, the creator could have wiped me out at any point. So for some reason, he's decided not to do that. Yeah, Baldilox, I agree. This game is pretty clever.
our hero was getting ever closer to saving his dear Aiko.
He's gonna sit there and make fart noises. Right, so okay, this seems pretty straightforward, right? Except I used all my shapes now, so no. So I'm on here now. So I can probably do that. Kill this. And do that? The fact that these things are being placed and used in real time is it creates some extra challenges and solutions that are interesting. Like if this was just a turn-based game where I just had to put the right pieces in the right places at the right times, just in the right order, I guess is more the question. Then it would just be a very different game than this one where like I can put things down and because of the way things are moving and changing in real time, it really makes a difference. Is this guy having a psychotic episode? Is he like on drugs? Like I can't figure out why while this artist is apparently, whoa, what the? No, don't hit me with the bus, please. Whoa. Okay, we're now beyond where I've been in the past in this game. Nope. Okay, so when I hold to the left... Oh, okay. The character actually slow himself down, which is helpful.
I'll go based off of Tracy's answers. If she says no, I'll just follow her when I get back.
Alright. So, whoa. Ah! What are you drawing?
Our hero wondered where his love could be.
Can I cross this? Ah! Okay, let's try that again. Yeah! Oh, too slopey, huh? Well, let's try... There. Okay, that worked. That little moment, like if one of the developers was watching this, that little moment where my character sort of landed in a weird place in physics and sort of flipped out a little bit would probably have been super annoying to them because they're like, oh, we fixed so many of those, and one of them makes it through. Okay, so we had a blue thing in there, and... So I'm going to pump water out by creating shapes. Oh, I just deleted all my shapes. Hold that. How can I tell whether a certain right click is going to delete all my shapes or just some of my shapes? Oh, well, it looks like I'm done, actually. So these little floating things just came up, which means I can bridge my way across them. Hopefully. Yeah, see, there could easily have been little physics problems in there. And I'm betting that somebody consciously tweaked the game to make sure that wouldn't happen. Ballylux, you're right. This does give a Monument Valley vibe. I was actually just thinking that I'm kind of almost impressed that they didn't that they've actually kept all of the geometry so rational. Like, I mean, it's difficult to make something like Monument Valley where the physics are just insane and can do whatever you need them to do based on the perspective of the camera. I mean, that's like kind of nuts. So, but still, it's like I can imagine it being tempting to do Escher-like areas, and so far they haven't done it. I don't know, maybe there's gonna be a later level where it's like we get into surreal geometry and they really do start pushing all those boundaries. Alright, so now what? Can I... Okay, so... By the way, notice the grids that they've drawn on the walls as a guide. Like, I know exactly how to line myself up with that ramp because of the grid lines. So now I can place a ramp there, hit E, and get on the float before it starts. I assume it's going to start filling up. Oh, do I have to stay with it? Oh, it's flowing out through these doors. Right? Is that what it's doing? Let's see if that's what's really happening. I can't tell if this is a flat surface that I'm on here, or if it's sloped. I guess these are just the shadows of the walls. They're not a slope.
Could our hero's princess be in one of these towers?
I hope at some point they undercut the rescue the princess trope that they're following. Ah, what are you... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there's these weird figures walking all over this world. I'm wondering if they're supposed to represent something, if they're gonna...
Our hero had no time for fun, as he had to find Aiko soon.
Alright. Yeah, like, Ballylocks pointed out... Like, actually, it's right behind my head right now. There's another figure on the screen right now, but... Right there, you see. Yeah, these little guys are everywhere. And I think sometimes they use them as little hints. To sort of give you a sense of what you're supposed to do. But... I think they're mostly here just for atmosphere, to just have something that looks horrifying. Like, they're lost souls or something. So I didn't do anything there. I hope I didn't miss some opportunity. Oh. What? Do I need to run the rest of the way? Oh. Wait, what? Okay, I needed to be more prepared for that. Okay. My character crouches down when something's above his head. It surprises me that would be useful often enough to be worth doing. That's interesting. They created that state for the character. Yeah, by the way, I saw that ladder. You know, maybe I should have probably climbed up just to see what that guy was doing in that previous area. And I probably missed an opportunity to get some kind of collectible or secret, and I didn't do it. Okay, so I'm not sure. So I guess we're probably trying to get up here. Well, let's see what happens if I. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't fill because of these holes. So I can probably plug these holes. And then I drown. Well, okay. All right, so looks like I need to start the water filling. Then climb up. Then plug the holes. And okay, then it fills up that far. And then I can... I guess I could have done that before, actually. Yeah, I could have done that before. So... Interesting. Alright, so let's try. I mean, I guess maybe that blue one is all I need. Oh wait, no, so I need, let's see here, what do I need? I need some kind of blue one to stand on over here, right? And I need a ramp so I can get up on top of it. And I need 3 blocks to put across here, but I can just use the ramp and then get rid of it and add the blocks. So right? Is that all I need to do? Oh, crap. So now I should just rise all the way up, right? Oh. Oh. Is it because I had to take time placing the blocks that I didn't get enough water to get out? Is that what happened? Or... Or do I need to be standing on something taller? Like, maybe what I need to do is use that to plug that hole. And then... Well, let's try this. Actually, can I get onto that from here? Okay, so if I've got fewer... Actually, this would be better if I get to it from that angle, but... Okay, why couldn't I build it right up next to it? There we go. Okay, so... Oh, so now I can actually have all 3 blocked immediately. So maybe I'll get more time with the faucets. And I'll get all the way up to the top. That's how it works. All right. Well, let's go surfing. I love that a surfing samurai is just a, you know, natural part of this game. Like, that's the thing you don't comment on. It's the perfectly normal part, is that I'm a surfing samurai. It's everything else about the game that stands out as being weird. Alright. So, there are these doors. Guess maybe if I open this door, the room will start filling with water? Yep. Hopefully only just enough water to get me out of here. Oh, and then I have to close the door. Oh, crap. No! 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 Okay, I did not plan ahead with that quite well enough. And I needed to close this door too, I think, in order to keep going higher. So let's try this again. Wait, no, if I close this door, then it would only be filling up to this door. Okay, I'm not sure what I need to do. So I know I need to do that. What happens if I just walk out here? Oh! Wait, I thought... What? Where is this water coming from? Okay, let's move my head real quick. So you can kind of see better what's going on. Actually, I think lower right is probably the best spot. Okay. So somehow, when I open this, it starts filling with water. I thought from... maybe that's just a deep lake over here, or... I don't know. Somehow that fills it with water. And I can close it again. And it stops filling with water. Is that something I want? I don't know what I want. Let's place this bridge again. So now what happens when I close this door? Not much. Alright, so... So what happens when this gets high enough? I don't understand. What? Why does this door just why is this door full of an infinite amount of water? I don't get it. Well, I'm gonna be very careful with this. Whatever. You're the one with the creepy voice. I won't listen to you. I just unlocked an achievement called Surfer Dude. Not Super Dude. Super Dude would be pretty cool too. Surfer Dude is what I got though. Oh, what is this? Alright. Let's see. So it seems like I can probably do this. Picking a perspective for these puzzles has got to be tough too. Like, that wasn't easy to do in that direction. Alright, so now that happened. And now they get perfectly into the right position for something. pontoon bridge. I was half expecting it to... Oh, no! No! Oh, you jerks. Ugh, how far back do I go? Okay, good. Well, they are very forgiving with the checkpoints. I'm so accustomed to playing Hollow Knight, which has kind of been my go-to, game to play when I'm not streaming. Hollow Knight does not give a crap about my time. Hollow Knight's like... Oh my gosh. I was trying to avoid what happened last time by jumping instead of just stepping between the bridges. But that was a bad move. So... But yeah, Hollow Knight does not mind just making me redo massive, massive sections of the game. I'm in the middle of the Mantis boss fight right now, and it's just, like, I finally got past the first Mantis, and now there's, like, 2 more Mantises. Okay, so now that is open. What does that even mean? Okay, so now Ooh, do I want to... I can come in here and then... What happens? So now we're getting more water. I'm not sure... Oh, wait a minute. What happens if I... What happens if I block 2 of them? Okay. Can I turn them off again? Looks like I can't. I thought, Can I, like, stand here and then block the other 2? Oh, I thought that would propel me up. What the? Oh, am I almost dead? Okay. Can I just jump into it? Oh, I can! Oh, what? 1 dead, several injured?
Adam, watch out!
Okay, so somebody died. Somebody suffered severe head trauma. That might explain why the artist is acting so insane. Maybe he suffered some serious head trauma in the accident that killed his love interest. Achievement unlocked. The plot complexes. Alright. So, there aren't that many, like, really solid level dividers. I don't know when to quit, you know? I wasn't going to play through this entire
hero had
game.
to face one last challenge to reach his beloved icon.
Oh, one last? Really? Are we that close? I mean, for that close to the end. I don't know if it's a real end. I mean, for one thing, I'm missing two powers here, so it can't be the real end. But maybe we'll get to a an end-like thing. Oh! Well, not that then. Alright, well maybe we can just block it. I'm glad they put these scores on the bridge so I could tell where the lasers were, because otherwise I was not going to be able to. Oh, okay. Let's try a bridge. That's not gonna work. So I can't just barely stretch a bridge across these guys? Do I have to just keep doing things like this? Oh no! That's not what I meant to do! Okay, let's try this again. This time, no bridge shenanigans. Let's just make ramps and see if we can jump it. Oh, wait. Wait, what? It's supposed to be lined up on a 45-degree angle, so that doesn't happen. Let's try this one more time. So if I click, it'll just give me the last thing I built. Oh, what the? Nope. Nah! Ah, jump! Ah, jump! Oh no! Yeah, these things, for some reason, they look closer to me and higher. I don't know why I can't see them as being directly above the score on the bridge. Alright. What the? No! You stop that! Ah! I didn't feel like I had quite enough time to get it right. Like, now I know it's coming, so now I can be ready, but it feels kind of lame. I love this that it's buses, though. What? Are you serious? I literally can't get across these fast enough? I have to... What? What the... Alright, that was weird. Nope. Wait, what? Ah, whoa, okay. I barely survived that. And now I need to... what, exactly? Okay, so I need to extend both halves of a bridge, it looks like. You really have to move in the direction that your character moves when you're going around this. I'm not just holding a button down. Okay, so let's imagine I put that there. Alright, this is going to be weird. Okay, so no matter what, this thing is going to be too high. I don't think I've got a way to make it one high. Alright. Do I have a way to make the other one shorter? Oh, actually, no. What I probably need to do is this. Nope. Just get myself on top of the second one. Don't try to build across them. And then just stack things on this guy. That's way better. Goldilocks is making jokes about me getting thrown under a bus. Alright. Is this it? Is this where I will find my love? Aiko! Aiko! I got a achievement.
Then our hero.
Okay, fine. My ult told me to go anyway.
Died. No.
Suffer too.
I guess there's more game. What is this? I kind of want to fire an electric arrow at that thing. What is that? Some kind of horrible dragon? All right, well, I think I'm going to stop here. You know, we've seen how this game works on a fundamental level. We've seen there's a lot more to it than just that simple first sequence. So I think I'm going to leave the rest of this to other folks to discover. And get out of here. So thanks for joining me for this. I'll throw some other videos up on here and put a subscribe button on the screen. And I'll go see if I can do something with this baby before I stream something else.